Hello everybody, my name is Dominic and this is the full tutorial to the making a game under 1 minute video. So in this video what we're going to do different is, well, I'm going to explain stuff because it's going to be like a 5-6 minute video, and also I'm going to add a health system and a game over screen. So first thing that we can do is set up the background just like the 1 minute tutorial. So I'm going to drag it here, I'm going to name it background. I might go ahead and change this to tiled. Then I go over to background and go from tight to full rect. Apply, go back here, and then it will tile. So I can drag this to, let's just say that size. Next, I'm going to go ahead and create the player, and then I'm going to, I already made a folder for scripts, so I'm going to go ahead in there, go here, and then type of player script, click on player again, drag this here, and then also I'm not going to reset transform. I'm going to add a sprite render, drag this down, or not. I take my ship that I want, you can use anything you want. I'm going to add a box collider 2D for collision. So I'm going to make this a bit smaller, around there. It's probably good. You might also add another box collider, and this is what will detect damage whenever you hit something. And then you make sure to turn this to trigger, otherwise it's not going to work. I'm also go ahead and create a spawner script, which I didn't capitalize, whatever, it's not a big deal. And then I add a health script. Alright, player, go ahead and drag this health script on. And I go ahead and create a spawner. I didn't capitalize it there too. Apparently I don't want to capitalize spawner today. I'm going to drag that with the player to keep nice and organized. Alright, double click on the player script. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that, and yeah, I need to start an update function. Public floats speed. I find maybe like 25 is probably a good amount. And then public float padding, let's equal that to 0.5, and then public float height equal to -4f, because in this case that is a good height. Float, these do not need to be public because I don't need these in the editor. So a min and then a max. So an update, I'm gonna go ahead and add the player movement. So var and then delta x equal input dot get axes, and then horizontal. Make sure you spell that right, otherwise it won't work, because technically this is a string reference, which is kind of annoying, but that's how it is. And then we gotta multiply this by time dot delta time, and then we have to multiply it by speed so that, well, the speed variable up here will actually work. Alright, so next, this keeps the player from going too far right or too far left. So this will obviously be updated, so this will update the position of the player, and then height is just how high we want it to be. If I didn't have this, then it would just default to 0, and then it would be in the middle of the screen, and well, that's kind of annoying. And in here, this is where we'll set the boundaries for how far the player can go right and left. So this is basically making this variable, and this will be the main camera. So camera, so this is of type camera, and it will equal the main camera. That will tell you as far as it can go left. So that will tell as far as it can go right, is the best way I can explain it. So save that, go back to Unity, let it compile, and as you can see, we have our functions. So see, right now I just have it default at the top, at the middle. So I'm gonna hit play, it'll go at the bottom, and then, okay, I figured out what the problem was. I forgot to add, we haven't called it, so B boundaries, and then there we go. Alright, so this will call this function, and then it'll set the boundaries so that this will actually work. To play, and then I can move right to the left, and as you can see, I hit the left and the right side of the screen, so I won't go off. So next, we gotta do the spawner. So we already set up the spawner, so click on spawner. Alright, so I'm going to have up to 3 asteroids, so I'm going to go ahead and paste this 3 times and then change this number. So if you just want 1 asteroid, you would change this to public and you would just delete this. Basically what I did in the 1 minute video, but I want 3 because I think that'll make the game have a lot more variety. This is going to be the numbers for randomization later. It'll make sense in a little bit. So first, let's go ahead and set up the spawn. So this will basically, in a sense, spawn it. So this is basically telling it spawn in the game object and then where to spawn it in. So next we gotta set the screen bound so it knows where not to spawn and where to spawn. So in update, we want to randomize what is the current asteroid we're going to spawn, because we are going to have 3 asteroids, so we're going to every frame draw a random number, and we will set this asteroid, which is the private one, which is what we have passing down here, to spawn in as one of these. Hopefully it'll make sense in a second. And then we want some if statement. So if current is equal to 0th, then asteroid prefab equal asteroid prefab 1 and semicolon. So this will, if the so if the random number that it draws, which will be current, so if current equals somewhere random between these 2 numbers, then it will set asteroid prefab to asteroid prefab 1. So I have 3, so basically what we can do is copy this 3 times and then change this to 1 and change this to 2, so 2, 3, and there you go. So next we need a way to continuously spawn these in, because right now I only spawn in once if I put this into start. So we need to make a coroutine. Oh, I forgot to add a new that would fix the issue. So we can save that, and we have to start the coroutine up here. So start coroutine, and then we got a pass in asteroid wave. Alright, and now that should take care of the spawning. So first what we gotta do is create asteroids. So asteroids, I know that's not how you spell it. So let's add sprite render. Oh, I changed my mouse sensitivity. Wow. Okay, now it's normal. And I'm gonna make this the first asteroid. I guess I can make asteroid 1. I do know that's not how you spell it, but I really don't care. Alright, rigid body 2D, and I might up the mass to like, let's do 10, just so it starts falling a bit faster. And then I need a, I can never spell circle collider 2D. And let's see, alright, let's make this a bit smaller, just so it fits a bit better. And then let's go here, create folder, prefabs, and prefabs we would drag asteroid 1. And then I will unpack this completely from the prefab, change to asteroid 2, and drag in my second sprite. And then drag into 3, and done. So now I can go to spawner, and I can drag asteroid 1, 2, and 3 in. And I'm going to duplicate the spawner so that it, well, spawns twice as much. And as you can see, asteroids are now falling from the sky, which is, well, what we want to happen. But as of right now, we have an issue of whenever we hit the asteroids, well, nothing happens. There's no consequence. We don't die, we don't lose. It's just, honestly, right now, we kind of just, it's fun just to hit the asteroids, and that's it. So we need to add a health system. So on player, we already added the health script. So let's go to health. Let's go ahead and remove that and that, and as usual, add some space up here. So this is going to be a relatively simple health script. So let's go ahead and add a, Alright, so this is complaining, Unity's complaining, so hold control and then click period. And go down here to using Unity engine.ui, click on that. So this will just add this up here, which you can type in manually if you want to. Alright, and then the important part, the actual health. So public, we'll do an integer, because we don't need like 1.3 health, we just need 1, 2, 3, 4, like, you know what I mean. So type health, and then I'll just give this standard 100 health. This will take away 25 health. And then I was dumb, I put an F on the end of an integer. Don't do that. So we'll set the game over screen to true, and then we want to destroy that. Oh, this game object. We want to destroy this, the player, because it's dead. And then up here, we want to take this health text. So now we have all this stuff here. So let's go ahead and create what we'll display during the game. So basically just right click and click canvas. Then here will be a text, hold alt, and then click on the top, and it'll take it to the top. And then click on this, hold alt again, it'll kind of scale, you can drag it down. And then let's go ahead and change this to white so it's easier to see. Make it bold. Let's center align it on everything. And then let's go best fit, and let's just max that up to 300. So this will display the current amount of health. So if I go here and I drag this into HB text, and then hit play, and you can see there is a 100. So that's why we put that in the start, so that it isn't just new text right away. So we can link this game canvas because that's what's going on during the game, and then we can go UI canvas, and we can call this game over canvas. Add this here and go UI. Let's add an image, and let's go here, hold Alt, click on the bottom right, scale all the way up. I'm gonna do maybe gray like this and kind of transparent. And then I'm going to go UI text. Basically do the same as with the last text, except put here in the text game over. Change it to white. Center align it. Scroll in, hold Alt, scale it up, click best fit, go to 300, and then hold Alt again just to make it wider. So yeah, that's the game over screen. So then we want to go to game over canvas, disable that because we don't want that displaying when we start the game, and drag that to game over screen. So now just click on the asteroid prefab, click tag, add tag, and then add a new tag with the plus button, and I'm going to go back here, and this tag that we put for if collision.tag equals meteors, copy that. It has to be exactly the same because it's string reference. Type meteors, click save, and then go to meteors, hold shift and select them all. Go to tags and click meteors. So now if we click on player and not maximize on play, whenever the player hits a meteor, we should see this go down. So there, hit a meteor, boom, game over. So now we have a fully functioning game. So thank you for watching. If you want to see more content like this, leave a thumbs up. Go check out my main channel. This is my second channel. My main channel is just SPACEGAMESstudio. I'll have a link in the description for you to go check it out. I have more content just like this, except I have like make a game in 1 hour videos, 2 hour videos. I have some devlogs on there. I have 1 or 2 tutorials and some game trailers and cool stuff like that. So yeah, go check that channel out. And if you found this helpful, leave a like so that I know, because it is nice to know when I actually do help somebody out with this kind of stuff. So yeah, I actually got into game development by doing a video, well, not doing a video by this, but watching a video like this. It was Brackeys making a game in 10 minutes. That's how I got into game development, and that's basically my first game that I started experimenting with. So basically what I'm hoping here is to do the same thing with somebody else and give somebody else an easy way to make a game, small game, and then tinker with it and make something cool with it. So hopefully I help somebody with that. That's kind of my goal with this whole thing. So yeah, I guess see you guys in the next video, or shorts if you don't check out my main channel, which it's fine if you don't want to, that's fine with me. It is your time. So yeah, alright, bye.